What's up, guys? It's your girl Kendall here with 420 Intuition, and welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. So this is going to be for a celebrity crested reading for JHope and Taehyung, okay? Any point in time, if this video resonates for you guys, feel free to comment below and let your girl know. And lastly, if there's any other celebrity couple you'd like for me to read, make sure you add comment below for their name and their full birthday, and I'll make sure to add them to the list, okay? All right, so enough with the chit chat. Let's get right into it. It's going to be JHope over here and Taehyung over here. What we'll start off is we'll get from information from Jaehyung first. Let's go ahead. The JHope first, and we'll get some information from over here. It says, I wish I could understand you, and if I can go back in time, I would handle this differently. So it seems like maybe at one point in time there was some situation that JHope feel like that they weren't truly supporting Taehyung in. You ever have a friendship situation where you wish you could have done things different to be a better friend? And I really feel like that's what happened here. Maybe he was this misunderstanding in regards to their actions, or maybe they weren't as supportive as they know that they could have been. So at that point in time, it's starting to question exactly what's going to come out the cards. What exactly did they want to possibly be a better support in? So they do have some regrets here. Now, I'm not saying that I don't feel like they're not talking. I get the energy that they might be talking. I just feel like, maybe they're just going over some things in their mind, or maybe they haven't been as close, and they could think that'd be the reason, but maybe it's just work and stuff like that. And, that's a vibe that I get. This says, I can't take it anymore and emotions overwhelm me. Now, this is Taehyung. So I think that maybe he's truly going through something, or has gone through something, or will. And then the most recent past or the near future will go through something. No, I wouldn't even say that, because I definitely feel like it's in the past. I don't know why I said the most recent future. I think I can't take it anymore is going to be the most recent future. I think in the past is emotions overwhelm them. So I think maybe they're going through a dark time for their personal life, and Taehyung could be the type of person who's just like, when they're going through something, he could be the person who just shuts down and then wants to deal with it, and then they kind of keep their friends at a distance. And JHope just could be concerned about that. Maybe they can just be concerned because maybe they don't understand, like, hey, I'm your friend, I'm trying to reach out to you, trying to help you out. Why exactly are you not letting me in? Like, what's going on? I'm here for you. And I think Taehyung's probably just going through something. All right, going through something personal. All right, so let's see what this is about. Okay, so for JHope, we have the Temperance card and the Six of Cups. This is definitely like a brotherhood. I definitely get I'm under the impression... Sorry, excuse me. I'm under the impression that this is definitely a divinely guided connection between the two. They have a lot of the same outlooks in life. They actually have gone through probably a lot together, and they kind of built this bond, right? This bond based off their own personal experiences. And truly, he does see this person as a good friend. And I think that there is some concern here. He's trying to bring some harmony back to his friend's life. He's trying to bring some balance back to his friend's life. And I think he's confused. So I think JHope's intentions for their friendship, or to be able to possibly help his friend, is genuine. I don't feel like there's anything malicious behind it, because overall it is someone who really does want to bring some joy for their friend, because, they definitely have this feeling of a true bond between each other. So there is some concern there. So it makes sense on why. That's going to be Scorpio and Virgo energy there. Then we have Page of Pentacles for Taehyung. I think he's just going through possibly something financial. Maybe trying to figure out his next move career-wise and just getting very overwhelmed. Or maybe things are really popping off for him and things are just getting out of control, and he's just kind of feeling kind of pulled in multiple directions. So he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to handle it. He just knows he's kind of overwhelmed. And I think he's overwhelmed possibly, again, by new adventures coming off. Maybe some have failed. Maybe he's waiting on something to the biggest one. He's just constantly just waiting if and when it's going to happen. Maybe there's been some contract rewrite up, stuff like that. But financially, overall, something financially or his home life is really, really bothering him. Excuse me. Now the underlying energy for both, what they don't know, is basically he is confused. There's confusion with the Two of Swords, and there's confusion with both of them. Taehyung is confused exactly, like he pretty much had this dream in his life. He thought he did all his due diligence when it came to planning, and some of this was head in the clouds type of planning, and there was lack of planning when he actually decided to pull the trigger. So I think that's why he's feeling the effects. And again, JHope is just trying to come to him as a friend, and he's confused. Again, confused on why my friend is keeping distance. When you're telling me you're going through something, I'm going to follow up, but I think it's just too much for this person to handle. Sometimes people just need a little space, you know? All right, so we're going to go and see and what their overall energy is. I want to know, how do they currently feel? How does JHope currently feel about Taehyung? That was their overall energy towards each other. So how do they currently feel? Three of Cups reverse, Queen of Cups reverse, Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands, Ace of Swords. He feels like he's just overlooking all the blessings that are in his life, and he's just overwhelmed. I think he is concerned because he doesn't really seem happy. He's starting to notice that they're not really partying together. They're not really coming together, and he's very concerned about that. I definitely know that he wants to be able to kind of come back together, help his friends with his emotions, and start actually helping his friend realize, look, you might have missed out on some opportunities that are really getting to you, or maybe this is overwhelming, but do you not see the truth of where your career is headed? Do you not see all these new beginnings? He is trying to feel like, hey, if I can just remind him of where he was and where he could be, or where he's going, maybe he'll shake this little funk that he's in. Maybe he'll sit here and understand that, yes, you're going through a hard time, but through the hard time, you're having a great opportunity come out of this, right? That's why the Ace of Wands is here. I definitely think that he wants to be able to express that. And again, he is the lack of express. The Queen of Cups is for both of them, right? JHope feels as though he feels stifled because Taehyung is not letting anyone in, so he's not able to encourage his friend like he wants to. But he also feels Taehyung is the one going through the Queen of Cups energy, the overly emotional, the erratic thought process and stuff like that, having a hard time process. Also part of that is JHope does actually kind of recognize a little bit that this could be him just wanting to have some space, Taehyung might want to actually recharge his battery. He's starting to recognize that maybe this is his process and I need to actually respect it. So I feel like JHope is a good place. He's in a place of where a friend should be, someone who wants to support, but also someone who's recognizing boundaries, someone who wants to motivate him, someone who wants to just say, hey bro, you're good. He's trying to figure out a way to help break him through. So I don't think he's trying to run away. I don't think he's taking this personal. I think he just sees it as a cry for help. Again, people go through things. Everyone's human. Just because you see some celebrity doesn't mean they're not going through anything personal. Doesn't mean they're not going anything emotional. It just means you only see what they allow you to see. All right, so how does Taehyung overall feel about JHope? 10 of Cups reverse, 5 of Cups reverse, King of Cups. There's a true bond here. See, there's counterparts. So we have the King of Cups. We also have the 9 of Swords, the World, and the 2 of Swords. So I do feel as though I think right now, again, he'd rather be alone. It's nothing personal against him. I definitely feel like there is some understanding, again, because he sees there's Queen of Cups energy, King of Cups energy, and that's a true pair here. Do I feel like this is over love of someone? No. Do I feel like I think that Taehyung right now is possibly having panic attacks, possibly having, anxiety issues, and that all comes from wanting to be successful. That all comes from just, what's next? Where do I go? And again, deals possibly falling through. I think he's just dealing with that. I think right now he just needs to be alone to gather his emotions. I think he definitely understands that this moment is temporary because he's trying to figure things out. He's not really feeling a lot of happiness right now. He's not really feeling all that because, again, he's kind of feeling left in the cold. I would not be surprised if some things started falling through for him. And that's why he was a little nervous, because maybe he was getting a lot more no's, or where they were getting rejections and he was surprised. Contracts, I'm really, when I say contracts, what I mean by that is I mean like endorsement deals, maybe movie contracts. It's stuff that he hasn't done before. So I think what was going on for a little bit for Taehyung is that he was going after things that he possibly hasn't been involved with. And for some reason he was being rejected. But I think they just weren't the right thing for the right fit. And I don't think it was the rejection based off of like a bad thing. I think it was rejected because spirit didn't want him to be involved with it. So I think his rejection and a lot of things were becoming protecting, but he couldn't see it that way. So that's why it was just like, am I not this big of a star as I know that I am? I'm kind of, he's going through a little funk. It's kind of like a rude awakening. Not everyone's going to like you, and rejection is real. But I definitely feel he does understand that JHope. I think he does understand that JHope is trying to help him come out of that. I definitely feel like there's going to be a reconciliation of, he's going to start listening and they're going to be best of friends again. But right now there's just some disconnect in this friendship. And that's all because someone's going through something personal. What do they feel like is standing in the way of their friendship right now? Page of Coins, the Magician, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Coins. I'm telling you, a lack of offers, a lack of work, a lack of new beginnings. He does feel like maybe he is really trying to focus really hard on his career. I think the same with him. I think what's standing in the way is the fact that I don't know who's the bigger star here. Don't get me wrong. They might be equally fitting, but a part of him probably feels what's standing in his way of their life is because he doesn't understand why he's feeling like this, because maybe he's used to kind of having some rejection. Maybe he's just like, this is the nature of the game. Like, you just have to be hungry for it. Like, look at me. I've had some, down moments. There could have even been a comment, like maybe it was a rude comment too that was made out of overwhelming confusion. It's like, man, yeah, but that's you. That's your journey. Like, I'm Taehyung. I'm not used to that. Like, I came out, everyone fucking loved me, and I'm not used to this pitfall of my career. I'm not used to this. You're used to it because, hey, like, and he starts going off over his career. Maybe his career wasn't as successful as Taehyung. Again, I don't know. I do get a little level of like confusion, or just like, man, like if I were getting even the amount of offers you were getting, life would be a little bit different. I still kind of have to prove myself. I'm still a little kind of hungry about this. I don't know exactly, but that's the vibe that I get from him. That's what feels like is standing in his way. I think he feels like he's been trying to offer and his offer has been rejected. So his lack of communication standing in his way. So now he's just focusing on him. He's starting to think, hey, if and when my friend wants to come out of this, I'll be here. I'll be ready. I'm curious for his next steps. I think what he's going to do is respect the space even more and walk away. But again, I don't feel like this is a friendship that's going to end. I think that someone's just trying to be respectful. All right, so what does I feel like is standing in their way? Wheel of Fortune, told you, 10 of Coins, financial, Tower moment, things not happening, waiting for things. With the 7 of Swords, sneaky energy, waiting for a decision, waiting for a new direction. That's truly what's standing in this person's way. Yep. I definitely feel the energy of waiting for a new beginning, but then being set back. You see how he's about to walk through a door and then was rejected? Like, he's waiting for something to pop off. So again, a lot of focus on himself, a lot of focus on his career, a lot of focus on his inadequacies. I really hope that Taehyung's able to get his emotions together. This is the type of energy that you need to actually possibly see someone, like therapy or something like that. Because if you have this immense like defeat attitude because you were told no a few times, I'm not calling him spoiled, but I'm like, that's a little bit harsh to just all that pressure to put on yourself. And that's how people end up being depressed. Trust me, I know. And that's the depressive energy. That's someone who possibly just a little bit of insecurity, doesn't have, the strongest opinion about themselves, or maybe their successes is how they measure their happiness, or their successes is how they measure their greatness. But some of this energy is someone that really needs to go away. A lot of this energy within Taehyung needs to go away because he keeps sneaking away from a true friendship of someone wanting to support him, and he's not really thinking clearly. He's thinking, okay, well, I gotta focus over here, so see you later. But reality is, I feel like JHope actually could really help Taehyung, especially with the emotional aspect. He really needs to speak to someone. And I think JHope recognizes that. That's why he's trying to do that for him. Like, look, I'm just trying to be your friend. I really feel like you need a friend. But I think this is a situation where Taehyung needs to get burned a little bit to go through this emotion to kind of wake up. We're going to see like what the next steps are. I want to see if they're able to reconcile, if he's going to be open again to hear his friend out, to get back to their brotherhood, to get back into a happy place. Because I don't really feel Taehyung is very happy right now. I feel like the inconsistency, the hot and cold, and like, okay, the rechanging. I truly feel he's had some bad contracts. Like at first it was greenlit, and then all of a sudden a lot of rug pulls, a lot of deals being pulled underneath him, and he has no idea why this is happening in his life right now. All right, so let's go ahead and see what JHope's next steps is. We have the Strength card reverse, the Four of Cups, the Devil, the King of Swords, and the Star. I honestly feel as though he's mainly going to focus on him. I think he's starting to realize, hey, I can't get this person out of this. I can't. My friend just needs to go through the moment. I think he's disappointed, and there is some self-doubt that they will reconcile, but he's trying to kind of like put it out of his mind. Like, I've reached out to you. I've done all that I could. Now I need to focus on me. Now I need to focus on, doing my own work, being my own creator, healing my own things that's going on in my life. I think that his next step is to pull back and to stop trying. This is giving me feeling like he was, really actively trying to get his friend out of this little, rut that he was in. And now it's to the point where he's just kind of like, all right, dude, I'm gonna let you go through it because I need to focus on me. I need to heal myself. And hopefully, I'm going to pray and I'm going to hope and pray that you actually get the knowledge and the understanding that you were just tripping and that it's not that deep, and you actually need to get clarification and have, more of clarity in your life and know that things can be healed. So he still have this energy of sending him good vibes, sending him healing rays and stuff like that. But he's also understanding that I've done everything that I could do, right? I've done it all. I've reached out to this person. I try to tell this person how great they are. I've tried to say, hey, you can't win them all. Like, I've really tried to be supportive, but I've never seen my friend this over emotional. I've never seen my friend really go through this and it really tearing him down. When he says emotions overwhelm him, he gets debilitated. I think he's like, I don't know. This gives me vibes of someone who is just possibly a depressed person, but they are, how can I put this? They might be depressed, but they're a type of person who is severely depressed, but they still can maintain their life. They're able to hide it from people. So it's just like they're just a functioning depressive person. And when things go bad in their life, they really, really go bad. That's why I really feel like he needs help. Ace of Wands reverse, Death card, Eight of Swords, Knight of Wands. I'm happy about this energy though. I think what he's going to do is take a moment to heal himself, take a moment to deal with his anxieties. I think when he's having some downtime, I don't know, like right now, a lot of the industry does go to sleep during, they just chill during the holiday time. And I think he's really going to take the time to help himself. I would not be surprised if this person, if secretly behind closed doors, you guys hear of him having some type of addiction type of issues, like trying to numb the pain. He numbs the pain because that's what Nine of Cups is here. I think he's just trying to numb his pain in different ways. And if it's not addictive issues as far as drinking or anything that he can do, anything can become addiction. If you do it too much, it can become a bad thing. Right? He could fall into, hey, I work out every single day, but I don't eat and I just push myself because I'm going through it. It's my stress reliever. But you're taking that healthy stress reliever and you're turning into something toxic. So I'm not necessarily saying that he has addiction issues to drinking or drugs or anything bad, but I'm thinking what he was doing is, turning some of his healthy coping mechanisms into toxic things. And I think he's going to take a moment or take the time that not opportunities are coming his way, taking the time to step back, not worry about new opportunities, not worry about what's going to happen next, right? Not worry. He has the lack of energy, and he's going to take this energy he was giving to the focus on his career and stuff like that and changing within himself, coming back rejuvenated. So I think you'll see a different person or see more of this person next year, like Taehyung next year. But to me, it seems like the winter time, he's going to have to chill out and actually kind of just get his mental health thing together. And I think he's going to be really happy about that. I truly think he's gonna, like, this is a good friend. Like, this is someone who sees, who recognizes, and maybe he's one of the few who recognizes what this person is going through. And it's just like, no, bro, I got you. You need time. I'm gonna give you time. I wish I could understand how to get through to you. I wish I can understand how to be more supportive. But really, reality is he has to go through something. And he has to let him, and he understands that. But do I feel like their friendship is over? By no means. I think he's just loving him at a distance, and I think he's going through a lot right now where he just needs that. See, shut the fuck up. I said improving health. What did I say? He's getting help. He's getting help. And then I have no here. The no is, I think, the moving forward aspect. The no of, like, are they never going to be friends? No, they're definitely going to be friends. I think the no is, like, you don't need to move forward. You need to pause. Don't worry about that. Focus on you. Deal with that, and it's going to get better. And if he's thinking, okay, we're probably never going to be friends again. No, of course, you guys will. You guys will be friends. You guys will reconcile. And honestly, I feel like when he comes out of his little shell, he's going to tell this person, tell his friend, oh my God, man, like, thank you so much. It was amazing. You don't understand. This is what I was going through. And it's all going to make sense at the end. So I think that this is a great friendship. Even if they're going through something, this is how you're supposed to really support a friend. And you support them as much as you can. And then when you realize supporting them at the distance is still supporting them, it still means a lot to this person. He just can't see it because right now he's in the midst of anxiety, low-key depression in my mind. He's in the midst of a very big confusing time. All right. All right, so if this makes sense to you guys, feel free to comment below. Let me know. And if you guys have any other celebrity couple, make sure you add them. Smash the like button on the way out, and I'll see you guys later.